Good morning everybody, welcome to channel. Saturday the 25th of October. Can you believe that? Nearly the end of October. Soon be Christmas, bloody hell. Yeah, so I'm here in Talibon, just left Talibon, and we're going to do the gap. Hopefully the alternative gap, get to the actual gap and then go up to Vanna Big and then across the top and down in. We'll see how we go, see what the weather's doing. Should be good. It's not forecast any rain today. Just a bit chilly, got a bit of a liner underneath the helm. But yeah, it's all good, really looking forward to it. I'm dressed for the occasion. I'm wearing blue pantaloons and I've broken out my Shimano dry shield, cleaned and reproofed with some spray, and I've got my sealskin socks on just in case. We're on the Nicolai. So we're on the Nicolai, no major changes. Got the 720 battery, got my little bit of Magic Mary to protect the gap from the where you have the 920. So as you can see, I'm adding extra weight. Neil! Mudguard's going to come into play today because it is going to be wet. We've had a bit of rain. No, it's pretty standard actually. That's it, the bike. Right, without further ado, we will leave the old railway bridge from the old railway line. That's heading down into just Talibon, just the other side of the trees there. And we are going to get up the tram road. Right, I forgot to say, right, for quite a while now, I've been using the GoPro Media Mod because I run my GoPro off a power pack and I need to put the USB in, and it's just a lot nicer, a lot better. And you get the little microphone bit on the top, which is loose, and I lost it. I can't remember where I lost it. I knocked it off. It was a bit of a bugger, and I had to then wrap the Media Mod in old foam wind jacket type things. It was a real ball ache. It did the job, but it's a ball ache. Anyway, I've been trying to find one of these little covers for the Media Mod. Couldn't find them. Saw on a some web room chat, whatever you call them, forum, saying that some other people had lost theirs and you can't buy them. It's something you cannot buy. However, if you contact GoPro on this email, they'll sort you out. So anyway, I gave it a shot, contacted them, said, you know, I've lost it off my GoPro Media Mod, I really like it, where can I buy a new one? They got back and said, look, you can't buy them, but because you're part of the GoPro family, we're not going to send you one, but 2 spare covers free. So I've got a new spare cover under here, and the lady in the email said, just glue it on. And I went, why didn't I think of that? Glue it on. So I've put it on, I've araldite it, and I've used a bit more foam from another wind jacket just to see if I can improve the good wind, anti-wind noise performance. Anyway, so we'll see how this goes. So I'm well chuffed. Thank you very much, GoPro. Really pleased. And on another note, similar thing, I found my Removu wind jacket for the GoPro, which I'm using here. My little pink one. It was actually lurking in the toe box of one of my Shimano shoes. Right, enough waffling. Media Mod, back on track. Let's get out of here. Right, car park, leaving Talibon. Should be a really nice ride today, nice and cash. A little bit chilly, but we'll soon warm up. Lovely weather conditions, a lovely autumn scenery. Let's just enjoy the ride. No dramas, no dramas. Right, I do recall last time I did this ride, there are a load of trees down across the trackway just up here. So I'd like to think they've all been cleared. Let's go and take a look. Yeah, looks like we're all clear. Happy days, happy days. Coming to the first techie section, which has got Andy Boy Fail written all over it. Rocky Ascent. I'll give myself a bit of green. Okay, come on Andy Boy. Wet rocks, so the tyres are bound to slip. Oh, come on. Oh no. Well done me. Well done me. I'll give myself a pat on the bum for that. Right, that's us out of the woods now. Get some big fresh air and some wind. Although it's windy and there's a little chill in the air, nothing drastic, it is warm. I'm really warm and I'm not sure whether to take a layer off or what? We'll see how we go. Right there. Morning, ladies. Enjoy the day. It's going to be very wet and boggy today, so that's why you need proper mud guardage. Nice and steady, Andy boy. Alright, boys and girls, how's it going? Ooh, windy. Bloody hell, this wind is proper. Heading up to the first gap. Bloody hell, it comes in blusts. Nice and casual, and then all of a sudden wallop. It bloody hits you. Right, time to do the mandatory Strava pick when you do the gap ride, which is yeah, or should I say yeah. Right, here we are at the place on the when you do the gap route to do the mandatory Strava pick, and it's just before you get to the first gap, which is there. This ride sometimes referred to as a 2-gap ride. Looking down into Taliban over there. We've come up the tram road. Windy, lovely weather. I was warm coming up, riding up that 3-mile slog, but the wind's cooling me down now, which is nice, and we're heading over yonder. Forgot to press go on Strava, so if you ever watch this on Strava, add 3 miles to the total. Anyway, right then, let's get on. Heading to the first gap now, and then beyond my nemesis. Right, there she blows, my nemesis. I think I might have done it last time I did the ride, so let's not speak too soon and hope for a positive outcome. Right, keep right, Andy boy, keep right. Slippy rocks, don't let it phase you, keep right. Come on, come on. Come on. Oh, you swine! You swine! Bloody... Jesus. Anyway. All part of the bloody adventure. So close, John, so close. I'm going to come out here one time on the Cub. Head off over there, because you got Treville Quarry there. All around that's Treville Quarry, disused, and it's supposed to be really good for fossils. Now me and Jackie are into fossil hunting. I'm going to come up and have a sneaky explore on the Cub. Oh, pardon me, exciting. Here we are, Welsh wilderness. Lovely. This is what it's all about, folks. Bloody hell, that wind's strong, it's coming right at me and slowing me down. River crossing! Awesome! Yep! I see fresh, wet mountain bike tracks. We have somebody up ahead. Let's go and see if we can find them. Yeah, the rocks are going to be slippy and I don't want any incidents. Alright boys, move your asses, I'm coming through you. Excellent. Again, take it nice and easy. Wet rockage. I think that's the slowest I've ever been down there. Safety first, Andy boy. Oh, splosh! All on my legs. Bloody, 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 bloody. Right, boggage. Ooh, that is proper boggage. Yeah, proper mudguard weather now, peeps. I'd have been cold and wet on my backside by now after a few 100 meters on this ride. Heading down towards the outdoor centre now. Got a bit of light drizzle, but it did say there's going to be a little bit of rain, nothing drastic, and we got blue skies behind it, so it's not going to be anything to worry about. Excellent. Famous last words. Right, this is the only lift of this ride, just past the outdoor centre, bit of pushing, and then up over at Yer. All right, Andy boy, let's go. Excellent. Who needs the gym? That's looking over to the other side of the valley where you do that ride. That'll be proper boggy now. Don't even think about doing that one. Onward. Oh, pardon me. So we're heading on the little fire road down to Tor Pantau station. And Houston, we have a problem. I was trying to change up the gear to an easier gear and nothing was happening. So on closer inspection, I noticed this. Right, so this is my harder gear, if you like, to go faster, and this is my easy gear, and if you can see, that is really loose, and it's not changing the gears. You got to wiggle around with it, and I'm scared I'm going to break it off, so we're going to cut the ride short, get down to the station and head up the road back to the car park, bugger, and then see what we can do about this. I need to give Sam a call at Geometron, because that's not supposed to be loose like that. And it's even a bigger bugger because I'm going to Dalgethlai Tuesday afternoon. 2 days riding on that thing, so looks like I'll have to take the Rise, but then I got the problem of charging it because you can't take the battery out of that thing, so bugger. Right, let's limp back in. Bugger. Not quite sure, it's not been hit by anything, it's just happened. So I say you can change it every now and then, but it's so loose, it's just like, yeah, as you can see, it's so loose, unlike this one, nice and solid. Oh shit, and I don't want to change it into the gears and then I'm stuck in a really hard gear and I can hardly bloody pedal the thing right. So let's mosey on back to the car. Bugger. Okay, you got Tor Pantau station there on my left. We're just going to follow the road up and make our way back to Taliban. What a pain in the ass. Yeah, real pain in the ass. So I don't want to risk riding over the rough stuff and being stuck in a rubbish gear and not being able to change, and yeah, or trying to move that lever and snapping it off or making it worse. So it's just easier just to bite the bullet, knock it on the head and give Sam a shout. And I'm not quite sure when I'll be able to get it back to Geometron because I'm over Dalgethlai on Tuesday. Bugger. Okay, road all the way to Taliban. So that's where we come from, over there. Nasty switchbacks. Awesome. Taliban Reservoir. Well, that was a bit of a... Right, take two. Well, mate, that was a bit of a bugger. Bloody hell. Couldn't believe it. Tried to change gear for the low gear lever and it was just all wobbling around, as you've seen. So rather than carry on and potentially knacker it even more, or be stuck in the further in the ride in a high gear and not being able to change to a low gear and being really stuffed, that would have been a bit... that wouldn't have been very nice. So it's just easy just to knock it on the head and get back. So I'll give Geometron a shout. I'll do a little video and then send an email to Sam, drop him a text just to ask him to check his email, and then arrange to drop it off, not next week, the week after next, or possibly next week, Friday afternoon, because I'm off up to Dalgethlai on Tuesday afternoon. I was going to do a couple of rides on the Nicolai. I had one special one planned. I'll have to save that for another day, so I'll take the Rise instead. Bugger, yeah, an absolute bugger. The bike is not a bike problem, it's a fit e-bike system problem, so I'd like to think I can get it done on warranty, get a swap, because it hasn't been bashed, it just went. So there's probably something inside that's come loose. So I'm going to go home now, but before I do, I'm going to have a nice cup of tea, and I bought myself on the way through Hereford this morning one of these McDonald's. They're new. It's a cheesy sausage pate bap, and it looks and smells divine. So, right, you know the drill, peeps. Like, subscribe until the next random content, which is going to be a couple of days riding me in Dalgethlai. Going to do the Pontskethin, and because I'm not taking the Nicolai, I'm going to probably go to Coedebrennen, have a couple of days, have a day at Coedebrennen, and then do the Pontskethin ride. Right then, in a bit, peeps. Oh yeah, that is divine. I got the ketchup one. That is proper. In a bit.